scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a Get It Scrapped layout. So this assignment was actually for last month and I have just been a little bit crazy, so I wasn't able to actually publish the video until now. So here I'm just showing you these two pictures. These are from my mom's side of the family, and this was our vacation reunion that we took together last year with all of her family. And we took a big, huge family picture together and it was really fun. I apologize about the zooming in and out. I must have had my focus on, which I don't normally keep on because it likes to focus in and out repeatedly. It's very annoying. So I apologize about that. Here I am going to mat the photos on black. I thought this would be a good way to help the photos stand out because of how bright it was outside when we took the photos. I just wanted your eye to rest on the photos, and the black kind of makes you stop and look at the photos. Okay, so here I have this chevron paper and I'm going to cut it into a banner, and I think I'm actually going to turn it at an angle. At first I'm thinking I'm going to leave it like this and do it on both sides, but then I decide I kind of like the idea of doing it coming out of the sides of the photos. Here I'm going to pull in just some white close to my heart paper. That's cardstock, and I was thinking maybe I could cut out this mixed media that I had done and kind of put this in the background because I wanted to add some mixed media, but at the same time I didn't want to have to go through all of that work because I wasn't sure if I would really like it. So I decided to cut out this mixed media background that I had done previously, and I really like it, just not for this layout. So I'm going to go and cut it all out and put it behind the layout, and it kind of makes me think, oh, well now it's just floating in the ocean. And that's kind of what I think of when I see this now. So I'm going to pull that out from behind it and kind of go a different direction. Here I am going to pull out some of the 6x6 papers, and I'm trying to think about the title because so my assignment is journaling and trying to be creative and use different ways of journaling. And so my idea was to incorporate my title into my journaling. So I'm thinking different ideas, and this cut apart sheet from the Pink Paisley Pick Me Up collection had a bunch of words like wonderful, crazy, happy, like just a bunch of different words. So my first idea is that I'm going to use those to be part of my title. Here I'm just cutting up some of these strips. I don't quite remember what my idea was for those because I did make this layout almost 2 months ago by the time I'm posting this. And I'm just pulling out some ephemera pieces that I'm thinking might work well with this layout. Now you can see I have decided to use this heart paper, so I'm going to cut this into banner shapes as well, and I'm going to put it on either side of the photo just like the chevron papers, and I'm going to make these banners a little bit smaller than the chevron ones, and I really like how that works out. And family is all about love and being happy, right? So that's why I decided to go with this heart paper, is just because I love my family and they're awesome and so supportive and loving, and that's what hearts remind me of. So it worked out perfect, and I really, really love this. So now I think I'm going to start gluing everything down. Maybe. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to glue everything down, and then I will work on my title and my journaling. I did decide to pull out my sewing machine here, and I'm going to use some black thread and just stitch some lines along the border of each one of the banners, and then I'm going to kind of lift up the edges of the paper to make it a little bit more, help it to stand out a little bit more, because I wanted to make sure that the heart paper stood out from the background, and this black thread against the white is going to help that happen. Okay, now I have the thread all sewn down, and I'm going to start making my clusters and gluing down my photos, and then I will move on to my journaling and my title. So here you can see I'm going to start messing around with my title, and I'm just not really liking the way that's turning out. So I decided to pull out my little alphas, and I come across this one from Freckled Fawn that is the scripty font, and I'm pulling out a few other tile alphas and things like that, and trying to figure out what exactly would work well. I also pull out the Paige Evans Pick Me Up thickers, which are one of my absolute favorite thickers right now. I absolutely love it. I'm going to glue down the photos, and again, I apologize about the zooming in and out. It bothers me so much, so I hope you can forgive me. So here is where I am pulling up the pattern papers to give the layout a little bit more texture, and I'm going to glue, I think I'm going to glue these on some foam tape, but maybe not. I thought I did, but maybe I don't. Okay, apparently I don't. So here I'm going to start working on the title, and at first I'm using these white alphas. And so my title is going to say, as of right now, I sure love this big family of mine, or something like that. And I'm going to fiddle with it, and it's just not working. It's not looking good, and so I'm gonna keep trying to make it work. But in the end, I'm not going to end up using anything that you see there except for the yellow scripty alpha from Lawn Fawn. I think that's, no, not Lawn Fawn, Freckled Fawn, sorry. I'm getting my fawns mixed up. And then I did remember that I had this big skinny alpha from Amy Tangerine. I think these are Amy Tangerine. And I was like, that's a good way to show like different kinds of ways to emphasize words in your journaling or in your title. So I have the word big in a bigger font and also a different font. So I really liked that idea. Then here I do a really big boo-boo. I thought it would be cool to do my journaling on my actual photo. Nope, that didn't work out, so I'm going to try to use this undo to make it come out. It didn't work. I'm going to have to just reprint my photo and yeah, do my journaling elsewhere. So here I am just going to start covering this up and thinking maybe I can cover it up, but it's not going to work, and yeah, I don't really like it. So I'm going to scrap this photo and print off a new one. I don't know if I do it now or later, probably later, but anyway, now I'm going to start gluing down this cluster in that bottom photo, and also adding a couple pieces in that top photo. And I think this is also where I decide to change my title. because I'm just not happy with it. So I'm going to glue down these pieces. And now I'm going to do my journaling, and I don't have the layout in front of me. I've already put it away in my album, but I do know that I am just talking about how much I love my family and using these words from the cut apart sheet from the 6x6 pad to kind of emphasize these specific words that I wanted to focus on. Also, in the ephemera pack, there came some die cuts that said, I think it was marvelous and laughter. And so I'm going to include those two die cuts in my journaling as well. And that is also another way that you can kind of change up and make your journaling a little bit more interesting and different. So I am going to leave you here. There will be photos at the end. Make sure that you come on over to the blog post. I will leave a link below so that you can see the other layouts that the design team members have made. Thanks so much for watching, ladies, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!